crazy I can go, and they will not put me in the cell. So don't get your hopes up. Like, I did that as almost a you to the motherfuckers that cover me and my haters. To charge me with all these like minor crimes and like lock me in this country for months. Story, it's my life, and I want to live it. And I don't like to be controlled.
Johnny Somali and Hank Yu are in serious hot water in South Korea right now. People are not letting them slide one bit, and the vibe over there is straight hostile toward them. Their survival feels like walking through flames. Every move they make is under fire, and the locals are not holding back. South Koreans are fully against Johnny Somali and Hank Yu at this point. They don't want them enjoying even a second of peace. Why? Because both of them piled up a whole list of crimes and shady stunts. The streets are talking, and the anger against them is boiling over. If this storm keeps building, their next days in Korea are going to be nothing short of a nightmare.
So, out of his safety, I'm not going to mention where Johnny is right now. I cannot even involve myself in
Oh, I see.
Johnny's trial.
But here's the real kicker. Hank Yu pulled a dirty move. He swore before that he wasn't rolling with Johnny Somali anymore. Even claimed he wasn't taking a single dime from him. But guess what? That was a total lie. He lied to the fans, lied to the public, and now he's caught in his own mess. South Koreans saw through it, and now their fury is locked on Hank Yu too. To make things even more embarrassing, Johnny Somali and Hank Yu can't even do the simplest things anymore. Just watch. They were standing on the street trying to flag down a taxi like regular people, but not a single one stopped for them. Drivers literally kept passing them by. Do you know how humiliating that is in a place where taxis usually pull over instantly? That's not just rejection, that's a statement. Nobody wants to be seen helping them, not even for a ride. The wildest part is that it's not just about taxis anymore. South Koreans in general want nothing to do with Johnny Somali and Hank Yu. Wherever they step, it's the same story. Straight rejection. Drivers ignore them. Businesses turn them away, and the public treats them like outcasts. Their lives have turned into one long string of humiliation, and that's the reality they're living right now. But that's only scratching the surface of why they're drowning in problems. Hank Yu is already catching heat for lying. But Johnny Somali, his whole image is crashing down because of the reckless, disrespectful way he treated locals. Every day, more of his shady videos are getting dug up and spread online. People are disgusted, and one clip in particular has sparked even more fury. In that resurfaced video, Johnny Somali flat out said that if anyone stays in jail, they can do shady things.
I was listening to the radio, dancing to Taylor Swift.
Too much information.
Too much information? If you go to jail, you're gonna marry. We all men here. What you mean? There's no problem with jacking off. There's nothing to do in prison. All you're gonna do is marry. What's there to do, my nigga? So I was studying in jail, but also at the same time. It's a balance. At the same time. I have a Quran in one hand and my other. I swear to God, I have the Quran in one hand and my other. I promise you.
Shady things? I don't even want to repeat the rest of his words because they're nasty and twisted. You can hear it yourself. It's from his own mouth. That moment exposed just how grimy his mindset really is. And people are not letting it slide. And think about this. If South Korean authorities ever let him walk free, what's stopping him from flying to another country and bragging about what he supposedly did in South Korean prison? Can you imagine the embarrassment if he started mocking their prisons and their laws on a global stage? That's why so many people are saying South Korea needs to make him learn a hard lesson before it's too late. But here's the real question. Is it just these clips fueling the rage? Or is there even more dirt waiting to explode? No, the anger in South Korea isn't just about Johnny Somali. The people haven't forgotten what Hank Yu said and did either. And every time those clips resurface is like reopening an old wound. Hank openly disrespected the country before, and the insults he threw out still cut deep. In one video that many of you probably saw, Hank Yu crossed the line so far there's no going back. What he said was like poison to the South Korean public, and it's burned into their memory. Let's not sugarcoat it. Hank didn't just cause harm and act without facing consequences. He literally cursed South Korea itself, saying the country should have never gotten independence. Can you even imagine saying that about an entire nation?
I have to care about Korean politics because I live here, right? I'm a centrist, what they call Jungpa, right? Because you know why? Because I think both leftists and right-wingers are retarded. Korea should not be independent of either China or America because Korea will be poor as, you know? So Korea cannot afford to make either America or China its enemy. Korea is best by maintaining military alliance with America and economic cooperation with China. Yeah. So therefore, I'm a centrist.
That's not just arrogance, that's spitting in the face of millions of people. It's no wonder the fury against him is explosive. At this point, the people don't just want Johnny Somali punished, they're demanding Hank Yu face the same treatment. It can't be one man taking the full fall while the other slips away and hides like a coward. Both of them were partners in the same chaos, and both of them drag South Korea's name through the mud. If Hank Yu actually manages to escape the country, he'll dodge every consequence, while Johnny Somali sits behind bars alone. And when that happens, Johnny's life is over for good. Legal experts are already clear. His future is basically finished.
Let's pretend he gets like 3 months in a Korean prison, 3 months in a Korean prison, and a huge fine, and he gets out. What is his life now? What is his life now? Where is he going to go? And Johnny Somali, he can't go get a regular job now. He can't go do anything else. He has no skills. He has nothing else. He has no money, no clout. He's going to be irrelevant. He's replaced. He was always replaceable. The only thing he's fun for now is how long he's going to be in the fields. And then he's done. His life is done.
I don't buy into the idea that Johnny Somali is just weak. People love to label him that way, but they're missing the darker truth. This man has always had something demonic in his behavior. He's never been a decent person. Not before South Korea, not during, not after. Go back and watch his own so-called documentary. You'll see Johnny threatening other creators, bragging that he'll escape any punishment, and promising to return to YouTube like nothing ever happened. That's not weakness. That's arrogance on a whole other level. Johnny Somali really walks around believing he's untouchable. He thinks no matter what happens, he'll find a way to spin it back into clout. Everyone knows by now he's the king of delusion. Every time he opens his mouth, it sounds less like reality and more like a dream he cooked up in his head. And here's the wildest part. Johnny isn't even trying to hide it anymore. He literally said out loud that he's just waiting for the police to come grab him. Who does that? It's almost like he wants to be arrested, just to turn it into another twisted storyline.
My haters, lolly mindset, pedo mindset of Tozy. We winning. We not going nowhere. We run this country. You guys think I'm going to jail? I have freedom, and we're showing you freedom here. Look how happy I am, man. Look at this. You can't take the smile off my face. My enemies. Everybody on YouTube. I'm coming back to YouTube soon.
That's not bravery. That's insanity wrapped up as confidence. And like always, Johnny Somali never just sits still. He's constantly plotting to escape, to disappear, or to flip the narrative back in his favor. Want proof? In one clip, he explained why he was charged in South Korea. But instead of talking about the harassment, the chaos, or the disrespect, Johnny straight up claimed it was only because he was the most viral person in South Korea. Can you believe that? In his mind, fame equals innocence, as if going viral washes away all crime. Yeah, Johnny Somali, everybody sees the truth now. You're not some mastermind. You're just being dragged around by a chaos-hungry audience that cheers on your downfall. And in that twisted little fantasy of yours, maybe you believe the Korean authorities will suddenly set you free and throw your viewers in jail instead. But let's keep it real. In the real world, you're the one staring down the heat, and it's hotter than ever. At this point, Johnny Somali and Hank Yu are both cornered, and no amount of lies, excuses, or fake confidence is going to change that. The walls are closing in, and the consequences are finally catching up. So what do you think? Is this the justice they deserve, or is it still too soft compared to the chaos they created? Drop your thoughts down below. Don't forget to like this video, share it, and hit subscribe if you want to keep up with all the madness as it unfolds.